Namaskar, this is Akhilesh Bhargav again. Welcome to Tidbits on Business and Finance with me. Let's talk about whistleblowers and corporate India, and let's examine the crucial role that they have been playing in unearthing corporate frauds, corporate mismanagement, regulatory failures, especially by powerful promoters and dominant CEOs. In recent history, it starts with the case of Chanda Kocher. Here was a dominant CEO, a powerful CEO, very well networked and applauded by the press, the media, and all other agencies. And it was a whistleblower who exposed her misdeeds. It was a whistleblower who exposed the huge financial misdeeds and malpractice that took place, which included the quid pro quo and huge loans given by ICICI Bank, leading to her investigation, leading to an inquiry being set up under a retired Supreme Court judge, and finally leading to her exit. It was a whistleblower that did what statutory auditors failed to do, independent directors who are meant to keep a check on the dominant CEO failed to do, and even the rating agencies failed to do. The whistleblower actually performed the role of the auditor and the independent director in her case and revealed and exposed all the corporate and accounting malpractices along with pecuniary situations where she very clearly benefited through her husband's company. Those got exposed. The recent one now is the case of Sun Pharma. Here is a company which was nurtured, projected and considered to be among the cleanest and very well reputed companies of India, aspiring to be an MNC. Its promoter was respected. He used to be on the board of the Reserve Bank of India at one point of time. The company was rewarded and was considered to be one of those which had clean corporate practices. And then a whistleblower got into action. A whistleblower revealed that the company had a long history of malpractices. It included insider trading charges to the tune of 8,000 crores, wherein his promoters, Dilip Shanghvi and his brother-in-law Sudhir Walia, had benefited hugely, and that too in cahoots with the banned stock market trader Ketan Parekh. It revealed issues of conflict of interest, related party transactions, auditors having compromised, and a host of issues which would actually cast a huge dark shadow on the promoter of any company. Instead of clarifying, instead of actually going forward to give a very transparent, convincing and strong response to this insider situation which was revealed by a whistleblower, the management of Sun Pharma decided to brush away all the charges. They said that all these allegations are some things which were already in public domain. It said that transactions related to the so-called insider trading had actually been pardoned by SEBI. They were not punished for it, and anyway those charges are very old and there is no information forthcoming. The management was not willing to explain the charges that were put on forward in front of them. The stock market price of Sun Pharma fell, but the management stood to its ground, not willing to be transparent, not willing to come out with convincing answers. And that led to the next whistleblower letter. In a recent letter to SEBI, the whistleblower, in a 172-page letter, has laid out much further allegations of direct related party transactions benefits by which the promoters of Sun Pharma have directly benefited. In the letter, it harps on and emphasizes on the transactions between a company called Aditya Medisales and Sun Pharma, by which Sun Pharma had routed transactions to the tune of 8,000 crores through Aditya Medisales, and the management of Sun Pharma was not even willing to accept it as a related party, as a promoter group till very recently, and was not even willing to disclose it as a related party, even though such sales were going on for years and years. So, financial year 18, Sun Pharma routed sales to the tune of 8,000 crores through Aditya Medisales, a related party. And this very company has thereafter invested some 5,800 crores into a company called Suraksha Reality, which is owned by Sudhir Walia, who's one of the promoters of Sun Pharma and also a relative of Dilip Shanghvi. So we are talking about huge monies being rooted out of the company, which look like money laundering, which look like siphoning of funds, and they would be alleged to be so till the management of Sun Pharma does not come clean. Even this time, instead of being willing to explain the whistleblowers' charges, Sun Pharma wrote to SEBI, wrote to the stock market and various other bodies saying they have no access to this letter of the whistleblower and so they are not able to explain. They in fact said that the very fact that the media house which had got a copy of the letter did not reveal its contents to Sun Pharma but did so only to selected institutional investors was to the prejudice of the company and demanded to see the letter. To the extent of demanding to see the letter, Sun Pharma is right. But more than that, they need to explain this charge of 5,800 crores being routed out of the company, out of a related party, into another related party, which is Suraksha Reality. It looks like there have been a series of financial misdoings by the management of Sun Pharma. And this 5,800 crores transactions are not the only ones. You will recall that in the earlier charges against Sun Pharma, one of the charges was loans given to staff members to the tune of some 425 crores. And there was no explanation which company gives a staff member a loan of 425 crores. It made no sense and Sun Pharma put in no effort to explain it. So even at the moment, Sun Pharma is not willing to directly respond to the whistleblowers' allegations. What we need to be admiring is the determination of the whistleblower, who now in a 172-page letter has laid out further misconduct by Sun Pharma. I repeat, what the auditors did not do, what the independent directors of Sun Pharma did not do, what the rating agencies did not do in Sun Pharma, the whistleblower has single-handedly been doing. The result is there to see. Foreign institutional investors who used to consider Sun Pharma to be one of their favorite stocks have been exiting. Domestic investors have been exiting. The price of Sun Pharma since a year has fallen by 32%. And since the time these reports have been coming out, it has fallen by 25%. At one point of time, these very investors, on the thought that Sun Pharma is a very well governed company, had richly rewarded Dilip Shanghvi, who at one point of time, very briefly in 2015, had actually become the richest man in India, even surpassing the wealth of Mukesh Ambani. His wealth has of course come down thereafter. These allegations are yet to be answered, but there seems to be a lot of substance in them. What needs to be admired, of course, is the role of the whistleblowers. And these whistleblowers need to be encouraged, need to be supported, and need to be protected because they are actually challenging powerful promoters and dominant CEOs. Here is yet another whistleblower taking on a powerful CEO, as we saw in the case of ICICI Bank. This is Akhilesh Bhargav signing off till we meet again. Namaskar.